I think we got the team to win it. I think we're good enough to win it. So long as everything goes to plan and we don't make any mistakes, we should win it. I think it's coming here for one thing, and I think there won't be too much standing in our way.
All right, a battle of the superpowers here. Team Canada been struggling a little bit. Marcel Dupuis leading them out against Team Australia, who we saw is devastating in this discipline. And we saw Glenn Gillam earlier do so well on the standing block chop. They've got him lined up there with that big 22-inch axe of his. The head of the axe is much wider than all of the other axes in competition, making it more difficult to swing and heavier. But if you can control that, then you've got a beast at your control that can take out huge slabs of wood. And here we go, Canada, Australia. Go! A quick start by Canada on the stock saw. The pressure is the big deal here, and it looks like it is a faster cut by Team Australia. And moving over to Braden Meyer, who is so fast on the underhand chop. He's up against Sterling Hart, who's also very quick. But Braden Meyer is incredible on that event, and he cut that log wide open and now moves over to Brad DeLosa. This is absolutely his bread and butter. Speaking of butter, Brad DeLosa's going through that cookie like it's butter with a hot knife. Marcel Dupuis doing a great job to try and catch up. He uses that entire single buck saw, and now it goes over to Ben Cumberland, who is going to be faced up against Glenn Gillam, and that's a tough face-off to be against, because Glenn Gillam has just rocked it in under 50 seconds with a 49.94. Canada trying to get under a minute here. Will they do it? They will at a 57.75. Respectable, but not enough today, and you can see the disappointment. There you see Braden Meyer in the foreground, Sterling Hart in the background with some fantastic effort. But Braden Meyer just so incredibly strong with that axe. And then, of course, what are you going to say about Brad DeLosa? He is a legend. He has absolutely zero competition when it comes to that single buck. And then Glenn Gillam with that amazing action on the standing block.
In the head-to-head, again, Australia and New Zealand posted the fastest times. With O'Toole on the stock saw, the chopperoos hit the bottom at the same time. Transitioning to the underhand chop, Braden Meyer put 8 hits in on the front side and then turned to the back ahead of New Zealand's Jack Jordan. Meyer gained 2 hits on Jordan with unrivaled axe speed and finished with 8 hits to sever the block. Leading into Brad DeLosa on the single buck, DeLosa started 2 strokes ahead of Kahu Wally. There aren't many people that can beat DeLosa in the single buck, but Wally made up time, catching Australia for the standing block. Gillam was next and was beaten to the wood by Shane Jordan. While Gillam put in 8 strokes on the front side, Jordan only put in 6, making the transition to the backside faster. But in doing so, needed 8 hits, while Gillam only needed 5 to get through the block and set almost identical times.
So Team New Zealand will be going up against Team United States. 4 teams remain here at the STIHL TIMBERSPORTS Team World Championship.
Warm up your saws.
The tension is mounting in these semifinals.
Athletes ready.
3, 2, 1, go!
Kyle Lemon there for New Zealand, Matt Slingerland for the USA. Who's going to drop that cookie first? Oh my goodness, it's dead even. And that tells you all you need to know about the quality of these 2 teams as we move over to the underhand chop. For the team in black, it's Jack Jordan. Matthew Kogar on the underhand chop has just done the job. And now Jason Lentz in red in the background going up against Kahu Woolley there in the black. Jason Lentz, long strokes. Kahu Woolley's going to beat him, though, and he does. And it gives New Zealand the opportunity to move forward here. They've now taken over the lead just ahead of the Americans. Moving over to the other side, it's Shane Jordan doing a great job on the standing block again, but Nate Hodges is no slouch there. Who's going to drop the block first? It's going to be New Zealand in a time of 51.52, and the States doing in 53.06.
We're happy to make the final. It was a bit rough getting there, but we got there. If Australia makes it through, that's fine. We'll cut whoever fronts up. There's a good rivalry between New Zealand and Australia. So it'll be good to race Australia, but whoever fronts up, so we'll be happy either way.